Always tempting. Give us a follow if you see it. And we can follow us to Jesus. Always tempting. Visit my channel, it's alright. Cause once you visit, you gon' hit subscribe. Always tempting. Give us a follow if you see it. And when we follow us to Jesus. Always tempting. Visit my channel, it's alright. Cause once you visit, you gon' hit subscribe. Give us a follow if you see it. You know we follow us to Jesus.
Hey, happy Wednesday. I hope you're feeling blessed and refreshed. I'm back again with another one, and today Nene is going to be making us a wonderful dinner. We're going to have chicken quesadillas and rotel. Comment down below, let me know, how do you make your rotel? So as always, we're going to jump into this thing, and I am going to break it down for y'all and let y'all know how we do it over here. So Nene has already went ahead and put a little bit of canola oil in the pot so that it's getting hot. Now what I have here is, I should have showed y'all the package, but I get those breast tenderloins from the store. What I really like about these is that they're boneless, they're skinless, and they do have some like gristle pieces that you'll have to cut off, and they cut really easily. They're so thin that I like them for things like this, like quesadillas. I want to make sure my chicken's cooked through, but I don't want to necessarily have to bake it because it's so hot outside. So I'm going to just use a little bit of canola oil, and Nene is cutting those chicken pieces up small so that they can cook small. And I'm going to go ahead and help Nene on this side. I'm going to get the ground beef going for my rotel. So I did ask, how do y'all make y'all rotel? Well, we like lots of tomatoes. I like to use 2 cans of the rotel tomatoes and the Velveeta cheese along with the hamburger meat. So like you guys have seen me do so many times before, I'm going to make sure to put her some out and aside from everybody else's so I can make the way she likes. So she asked me to come on over and help her cut up the chicken, and as I said, there's the little gristle veins in the chicken, so that's what you saw there. We got the chicken over here on the plate. It's already been washed and everything. And I just love how easily it cuts. You can cut it into smaller, tiny pieces depending on what you're cooking, or you can leave it like it is. You can fry you up, make them fried chicken strips. And the best part about it was that the family pack didn't cost me no more than $7 to $8. This chicken is so cheap, y'all. You could do so many different things with it. Thank you so much for being here so far. If you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. It's a whole vibe, y'all. By the way, thank you for helping me hit my 200 subscribers. I think I have more than that now. But as some of you may know, I don't watch the numbers. I don't look at how many subscribers I got. I don't look at my watch hours. I don't look at the analytics or none of that, y'all. I just pick up the camera, I cook, and I go. So I hope that you appreciate it. I hope I'm doing well. And if you feel the need, share me out. Alright, y'all, so we are finally done cutting up that chicken. This part's self-explanatory. We went ahead and put a little salt and pepper up on our chicken. And I'm also going to be using some smoked paprika and some adobe seasoning. And this adobe seasoning that I found has no pepper in it. I thought that was really cool. So I'm interested to know, what type of seasonings do you use when you like to cook chicken? Oh yeah, don't forget the garlic powder. But my all-time favorite seasoning right now is the accent. Just because the accent is bringing out all flavors in whatever you're cooking. Whatever seasoning you use, accent is just going to boost those flavors. It is phenomenal. So with Nene helping, she's using the tongs because she doesn't like to go in touching the meat like that. But for me, if it was me, I would just toss it in a bowl. You know, it just depends. But I really appreciate her being here. She could be up in her room on her phone doing her own thing, but she said, "Mom, let me help you." She even grabbed her apron and put it on. Speaking of apron, that rainbow apron that you see her wearing, my uncle actually made that by hand. So shout out to Uncle Fred for hooking it up on the sewing machine. He does so many great things. Y'all seen my bag ladies? My grandma made my bag lady. So yeah, we real crafty over here. Yeah, so that's that adobe seasoning I was talking about I had found. And I was just so excited because I was just about to leave the store and they had it on display up front. And a lot of people's been telling me about it, so I swooped it up. So now I'm gonna go ahead in with my handy dandy meat masher. I'll link it down below. It's my favorite. Got it from Amazon, and I just think it works better than a spatula. Like when I used to cook hamburger meat, I just used to use a spoon, and then my babe was like, "Hey, you should maybe use a spatula. It'll make it a lot easier to cut up that hamburger meat." So I started doing that, and it was super easy. And then I started watching cooking videos and noticed a lot of people with this meat masher. So I was like, let me go ahead and get me one. But anyway, that grease is finally hot enough to start cooking that chicken. So Nene went ahead and pulled it up in there. And I'm going to go ahead and turn that fire up just a little bit more, just because I like the chicken to cook fast. You'll see me put a top on it so it kind of fries and steams at the same time. But it just ensures that it gets done. Now we're going to go ahead and put the top up on that chicken and let it do its thing. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for rocking with us. We really appreciate you. You could be anywhere else, but you're here with us. And I encourage you, as always, to conquer those goals. Pull out your blue book with your blue pen. Check off the ones that you've completed. Write down new goals. And just small ones. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. You know, I like to be real with myself when I'm writing down these goals. I don't want to make it unrealistic, because then I'll never look back at it and I'll never achieve it. So I'm trying to encourage you as I encourage myself. Y'all know I'll be all over the place. Okay, let's get back up in this thing. So it is time just about to drain this hamburger meat. It has been cooking well. My chopper is doing its chopping duties. And y'all, it's almost time to eat. Y'all know we like to eat. So I got my 2 cans of Rotel. I like to use the original. It's still kind of mild, but then I think there's also the mild can and the hot can. And there's my little Velveeta cheese. I'll use most of this in the Rotel today, and I'll use some for something else tomorrow. So of course, before you get to adding all those items, you have to strain your meat. So then you want to pour the juices off of the Rotel cans. Well, I do anyway. Some people likes to leave the juice. It just makes it a lot more runnier, I think, because when you add the cheese, it's going to get juicy anyway. So yeah, I'm going to go on over there and strain the meat, and then I am going to bring it on back. And I like to wipe off my cans at the top before I open them. Like I said, I'm OCD about some things. So there's that. Okay, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pour everything in and mix it up. Now in a second, we got a special helper that's going to help us cut up the cheese. We got a special helper, y'all. Okay, so in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna go ahead and mix up what I got in there so far, and then we're gonna come in and we're gonna check on that chicken. And wait till you see that smoke come from that pot. Ooh, baby, you know it smells good too. I love how Nene just jumped right in. She was not afraid. She's done this before, y'all. So we're going to go in with a different pair of tongs than earlier. And she wants to flip the meat over one by one. And I'm telling her to just saute it around, move it around, put the top back on it, let it cook a little more. And, you know, she is a little bit particular as well as I am, so I can understand. But she's doing an awesome job. Thank you so much, Nene. Shout outs to Nene. With that being said, it's about time for our special guest. Whoop, there she is. Who y'all thought it was? Who y'all thought it was gonna be? Y'all know I'm silly. But anywho, Zizi is our special guest. And here she goes. She's gonna help us cut up this Velveeta. She is always trying to help. I got a little bowl there, so as she cuts it, we can put it in the bowl. Now she's at the age where she's trying to put stuff on the stove and be like Nene. And I'm telling her, no, you can't mess with the stove yet. So yeah, she hops in there and she helps. She said, forget this butter knife. Let's just cut it, Mom. And she about to go in there and wash her hands. She is such a big helper. And she is getting so big. And let me tell you, embrace those babies, y'all, because they grow so quickly. Just to get down on the floor and roll around with them, or just to have a laugh, like a really gut wrenching laugh. Like, when's the last time you made your kids crack up and really get a chuckle out of them? That's what I like to do every day. Some days they are insane in the membrane, believe it or not, but every day we laugh real hard. Okay, I had to show some love to my kids. I'm back now. So this chicken, y'all, it is finally done. Now wait till you see us putting this quesadilla together. I know it's easy, self-explanatory, right? Well, everybody does it different. And I'm gonna take these chicken pieces, chunks or whatever, and I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna cut them up a little bit so that the quesadillas can get enough chicken. They could be nice in proportion. So yeah, we could have done that before we cooked it, but I just found it easier to do it this way. That way I can make sure my chunks of chicken are actually done in the middle. So at this point, the tortilla is already in there. I got my chicken on top. Oh, I can put the cheese on, then I put my chicken, then I put some more cheese. Here goes the top. Now what I like to do is, that pot that's on the back of the stove, which you see my spatula in, that's the pot that we just cooked that chicken in. So it's still got all the flavors and stuff in it. So we just use that grease from that pot as our, instead of using more butter or more grease to brown our quesadillas, we just gonna use the good juices from the chicken, y'all. Now that's the kicker. This gonna be tight. Now wait till the end. Alright, y'all, this one has already been flipped once. It is time to bring it out. There is one that we had already made, and there is another. How many quesadillas do y'all think we made this night? And what do y'all like to put on y'all quesadillas? Sometimes I like to have lettuce on the side, to put the lettuce on top, put the sour cream, and maybe even tomato. This night it's gonna be simple, super easy, super cheap and affordable. As always, I'm gonna get into the prices of my meal. That pack of chicken, like I said, was about $7 or $8. And then I had the tortilla shells, which were about $1.37. And then my shredded cheese was about $2.78. I like the Kraft triple cheddar. So that's it for the quesadillas. And then for the Rotel, I had the hamburger meat, which was $3 and some cent. I had the cans of Rotel, which were like $1.28 a piece. And the Velveeta is high, y'all. That small thing of Velveeta was like $6-7. I think the big ones are up to $9 something now, almost $10. And then we got a bag of Doritos to go with the Rotel, and the Doritos are like $3.28, I think. I haven't really found them on sale a lot recently, but normally we keep bags of Doritos. That's the only chips that we eat, and normally we find them on sale 2 for $5. And again, depending on your family size, you're gonna spend about $40 or less. So at the end of the day, y'all, it is time for dinner. There it is. Super simple, super affordable, and we got some dark sweet cherries on the side. There is the plate of the Rotel, y'all, with the Doritos underneath. I even took some Rotel and rolled it up in my burrito shells. So thank you so much, guys, for being here. And as always, remember, be true to yourself, because if you're not true to yourself, you can't be